PMAC Movies back in the movie room. It's cold up here. I need my hood up. It's actually pretty damn freezing in here. But we have kind of a quick one today. We have a Shout Studios, I guess is what they're going by, sale haul. And so they have a sale on quite a bit of stuff on their website right now. And you know, there's some codes going around if you got some of your 10% email codes and things like that. So one thing I'm frustrated about with this sale is they just had a box set sale, and I ordered 2 items, and one of the items I got went down like, I think it was like a website exclusive, and they were selling it for like $57 maybe. And now that sale just ended and this one started, and now it's like $41. And I used my, I had like a one-time 15% off code from a previous sale. Apparently I should have waited, but it's really irritating when there's a price change that quickly. And it's happened with other places too. Like it's just happening with Severin. And Vinegar Syndrome does it. Well, they'll have a sale and something will be a certain price, and then they'll do a new sale and that item's $8 cheaper. It's pretty frustrating, but I guess, you know, that's what happens when you buy a shit ton of movies, that is going to happen. But especially when the price changes are so close together, and it is a considerable amount of money. You know, that's a decent percentage off. But anyway, I did get a bunch of website exclusives. They did have some solid deals, and I did still have a 10% off coupon from, you can sign up for like their email and whatnot. But they actually had a bunch of things. I really didn't know much about these movies. So I put a bunch in my cart, looked into them, and, you know, with these exclusives, some of these were like $12, first of all. I think some of them were 18, so 10%, that knocks it down to like 16 and $10. That's pretty good for these exclusives. So I can't complain too much about those prices. I mean, still 18's, you know, a bit much. A lot of these, I think, are possibly all of them are kind of bare bones editions. And Shout Studios is saying, okay, we're going to put out like 1,500 of these. And I think they mark them originally around $30. So when they go on sale, I usually do grab them up, which is why I got that box set, like just a couple weeks ago or whatever. And then it's marked down $16 more. It's crazy. So these will probably all be like half off soon. A huge sale. And then the next week, they're way cheaper. So it looks like all of these are wrapped in like proper plastic except one. This one is wrapped in like, where it looks like it was like rewrapped. It looks okay though. This is actually a Takashi Miike movie. So you know, again, it looks like they just put these out, like no special features really, anything like that. Hopefully the transfers are okay. I don't think they really put a lot of effort into these, quite honestly. But you know, you don't know if you're going to be able to get these on Blu-ray otherwise. So Takashi Miike's Deadly Outlaw Rekka. This with my discount, this was, I believe, about $16. Looks like Sonny Chiba is in this. So I try to get like pretty much anything Takashi Miike if I can get it for a decent price. So that was the first one. Let's make sure I believe I ordered 11 items. Let me just count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, so here's the rest of the box there. You can see, so they're packed in there pretty decent. Let's take a look at number 2. So this was another one that was $18. We do have some star power, and interestingly, we do have some special features. I believe this was a website exclusive also. Alec Baldwin, Kim Basinger, Michael Madsen, and James Woods in The Getaway. Is this a remake of like the Steve McQueen movie or something? I really don't know, but I'm just taking a look at what it says on the back. So this is from 1994. I think this Blu-ray probably came out quite recently. It's 116 minutes, We got Jennifer Tilly also. We got some interviews. There's a commentary on this. So I guess some of these do have special features. As far as I know, this was a website exclusive. So pretty cool to be able to get that with some actual special features on there. Then this one was $10. Again, I really know minimal about the movie. But it seemed to get pretty good reviews. So for $10 for a website exclusive, I will go ahead and get Another Country here, starring Rupert Everett. Ooh, he's the actor from Cemetery Man, which is a really great movie. This looks a lot different than that. Cary Elwes is also in this. It looks like maybe Cary was a youngster. This is from 1984, 90 minutes. And this is considered a Shout Factory. Shout Studio, yes, Shout Factory, Shout Studios. I don't think any of these are Scream Factory. Yeah, Shout Studios. All right, so the next one. Now, this one I was really excited about. I really liked the first one. Kino put out the first one of this movie. I think the reviews of this are way worse. But I was glad to be able to get only $10. I mean, it was $12, and then the 20% off, it makes it $10 and change. It is the Crimson Rivers 2. This is one that I had heard about when it came out, and I was interested in it, but I wasn't going to pay. I think, they're asking like $30 for it, which for just a pretty much bare bones. It says it has some making of and behind the scenes featurettes, but close to a bare bones type of Blu-ray release. I'm not paying that much for it. But Jean Reno, I really like. It does say screenplay by Luc Besson. Christopher Lee's also in this. I suspect he has a small role. But yeah, the first one, if you I don't know if it's in this current Kino sale, but you can get it for about $10, and it is really, really good. So that one's highly recommended. Up next, this was a movie I really knew nothing about. I saw that it was on sale, and I looked into it. It does have Sigourney Weaver, Ben Kingsley, and it's a Roman Polanski film, which I don't think I knew. From 1994, 103 minutes. It is Death and the Maiden here. This one looks like totally bare bones. I don't see any special features listed on here. But the movie sounds really good, so glad to be able to get this for an affordable price. I believe that one was one of the $18 ones, so with the discount down to $16. Up next, this is a double feature. I don't know that I would have gotten this if besides one of the movies starring Roger Moore and one of them starring Gene Hackman. We have Escape to Athena and March or Die. So 2 movies. Believe it or not, this was one of the $12 ones, so it was only like $10. I could not refuse, even though I'm not like a big war movie fan per se. It looks like Escape to Athena is from 1979, 120 minutes, and March or Die, 1977, 107 minutes. Beer me. 2 movies on that Blu-ray. Next, we have one that looks very interesting. I do like some Tom Berenger. This one, let's see. This is a Abel Ferrara movie. It is from 1984. It has an unrated version, which is 97 minutes, a theatrical version, which is 95 minutes, and it is Fear City here on Blu-ray, another Shout Studios exclusive. It does say new 2K scan for both versions. Looks like this is like a serial killer thing. So we're taking a look at a serial killer, some detectives, and you got some star power in there. Billy D. Williams also in this, Melanie Griffith. So this looks like a pretty cool movie. And that was one of the $18 variety, so down to $16. Then we have one of the $10 ones. This is another Abel Ferrara movie. This one didn't look that interesting to me, but when I saw that Abel Ferrara directed it for $10, I decided to get, what is it? Is it called R. Xmas? I think that's what it says. Actually, this is a Christmas movie too. Christmas time, maybe not a Christmas movie particularly, but it's set during Christmas time. It's from 2001. It is 85 minutes only, and it sounds like it's about this seemingly normal couple that are actually drug dealers, according to the back synopsis. So pretty interesting, and you beer when you can get something that affordable. We got another similar look into the first movie. This is a samurai movie from Hideyuki Hirayama from 2005. It's 105 minutes. It is Samurai Resurrection. So this was one of the 18 variety. And again, I know minimal about it, but I looked into the movie and I wanted it. And who knows? Well, I would say that it's probably not going to be that cheap again, but PMac just bought something that he thought was a pretty good deal, and then the next week it was like 16 bucks cheaper, so who the F knows. Two more. This one I added late to my order. I was not going to get this, and then I kind of was like, oh, I should kind of look into that movie, and it actually seemed pretty highly regarded. It is Dennis Hopper, Stephen Dorff, Charles Dance in Space Truckers. This one does apparently have some special features. It's from 1997, 97 minutes. It's set in the year 2196. Stuart Gordon actually directed this. I like some of his stuff. What was I going to say? Oh, it's got some interviews. Seems like that's about it. Just some interviews on here. But this one, I believe this was actually, this one might have been between the 12 and the 18. This one might have been 15 or 16. I can't remember. You can check. It should still be on there. And then this was another one of the $10 ones, 12 down to 10 with the code. It is Trouble in Mind. Chris Christopherson, Keith Carradine. This is probably the one that looked the least interesting to me. It is from 1985, 111 minutes. You love getting all these like 80s to early 2000s movies. So it looks like Chris Christopherson is released from prison. And I don't know, it looks like some gang stuff is going on in this thing. But it's considered a film noir. So, I mean, I really knew very minimal about the movie. But when these exclusives are that cheap, when I can get them for 10 bucks, I really don't think it's going to get cheaper than that. But probably in a few weeks, it'll be 5 bucks. Who the F knows? It can be very frustrating. But at the same time, I'm playing the game, so sometimes you lose, you get burned, and that's the way it is. But that's everything I snagged up from the current sale, which I guess is kind of like maybe I don't know if it's considered a Thanksgiving sale or Black Friday. I'm not sure, but some pretty cool stuff as far as that goes. And there's a couple box sets I thought were a good deal, but a lot of stuff has been cheaper before. So it just happened that the thing I just bought was probably one of the only things in the whole sale that went down in price during this sale, besides these exclusives. So let me know what you think of these movies I got. I really don't know much about these movies, but a lot of stuff from the 80s to early 2000s is right up PMac's alley. Especially you got some star power in there. But let me know your thoughts on the movies. Did you snag anything during this sale? And we will see you next time on PMac Movies.